capability statement is one of those misunderstood documents when you're doing business with the government. So many people feel as if it is a complicated document, but it is not a complicated document. The capability statement is one of the most easiest documents that you can make. Why is it an easy document? Well, number one, there's only a few different areas on the capability statement that you truly need in order for you to be competitive in this government contracting market when you are marketing your organization. All right. So I want y'all to take out a blank Word document or a blank sheet of paper if you want to write it with your hand. And we're going to go through some quick steps on how you can create a capability statement in less than 10 minutes, y'all. All right, the first thing you want to do is that you want to put some headers on your capability statement, right? The first header that you want to put on your capability statement is a company description. The second header you want to input is general information. The next header you're going to place on your document is core capabilities. After that, you're going to put your NAICS, North American Industry Classification Systems codes, past performance following after your NAICS, and then your contact information, right? And this is typically a generic flow of how you want to draft your first capability statement. But understand that this is not the end all be all. This is just something to get you going and get you started. All right, so let's start off with the company description. Okay, so we're gonna call ourselves ABC LLC. Okay, so a company description has to be clear and concise. You don't want it to be too wordy, too fluffy, right? But you want to get straight to the point of who you are. So ABC LLC is a full servicing firm that provides general management and information technology services that is based in where we're going to be based at, y'all. My hometown of Flint, Michigan. ABC LLC, and this only applies if you are certified, is a certified minority business enterprise. Boom. Clear and concise. We provide journal management and IT services. So we're based in Flint, Michigan, and we are a certified business enterprise. Now, this is just something small, right? If you want to make it a little bit more like, hey, we are a healthcare servicing company that provides over, 50 plus nurses to, 100 plus locations across the US, then make sure you input that in there, right? So that way, whoever has this document, they have a clear and concise, brief description of your company. Remember, this is your business resume, right? So they only have about 15 seconds to read through your information. Okay, now we got to price some general information, right? So we are ABC LLC. Okay, we're doing business as ABC, which is okay, or you can put, whatever else you want to put, or if you're not doing business at anyone, just put NA, right? We were incorporated, let's say June of 2022. Okay, the state we were incorporated is Michigan. Our federal employee identification number is 90-874-1256. Maybe that, and that's not nobody else's, okay? Now, if you plan to do business with the federal government, you must register within the System for Award Management. Once you are fully registered, confirmed within the System for Award Management, which is SAM.gov, you will in return receive a unique entity identification number. So for this one, we're going to put some crazy number, how they always do it with SAMs. Or we don't want to put YU, so that's why right? We'll do all that. So here's my UEI. And now, if you plan to do business with local and state governments, they may request your DUNS number, right? Some jurisdictions are still requiring that you have a DUNS number, so you need to go to Dun & Bradstreet. This is all free information. to be able to file a application, get enrolled for you receive a DUNS number, right? So a DUNS number similarly may look like this. But if you do plan to do business with the federal government and federal government only, you do not need to have a DUNS number. But you want to make sure that your company is universal to do business on all levels of government, right? Better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. And then you want to make sure you list your CAGE code, right? So your CAGE code could be some crazy number that's out there as well. But if once you are done registered with the System for Award Management, you will be issued a CAGE code. Real quick and easy, cool stuff. All right. Now that we have all the general information, now, if a company was to ever have interest in us because they came across our capability statement, they'll see that they can look us up in the System for Award Management System by using our UEI, or they can just say, oh, Michigan company, been around for a couple of years, okay, CAGE code, et cetera, right? They don't have to go search for that information. Now, the next area that we want to focus on is your core capabilities. What can you do, right? But here is where you got to be different than the others. You got to be different from the others because most people just put generic topics up, right? Like information technology, general management. What are the little, I need a little bit more flavor, right? I need a little bit more niches, a little bit to go inside there, right? So general management could fall into other things, right? So you gotta have a little bit more niche, right? So general management, let's think of a little more of a crisp core area underneath, a niche underneath, a subcategory underneath general management, right? So we can say facilities management, okay? And then under here, we can say construction management. All right. Information technology, we'll say network security. And underneath here, we can say software development, okay? Now I'm just not saying, because information technology is a vast industry, right? But I need a little bit more niches, okay? Now, when it comes to NAICS codes, here's what a lot of people mess up too, right? So some people like to just put the number, which is okay, but we want to put a little bit behind it, right? So when you look up the NAICS codes, and you can go to census.gov and you can pull up your NAICS codes for free to figure out what NAICS codes fall within your company. So 541611 is general administration and management, but there's several different categories underneath there, right? So we're just going to put, just to keep it simple, general administration, management, okay? And 54990 is technical services. So we'll just put technical services. 541219 is other than accounting. So we'll just put, tax preparation or something like that, okay? Because there's so many different categories that fall within these NAICS codes, okay? And these are just some examples, right? So now we completed our company description, our general information, our core capabilities. We got our NAICS codes written. And you can have as many NAICS codes as you want, right? But be very, very careful, because you don't want to have 20 plus NAICS codes underneath your capability statement, because now the customer is looking at you like, we have a need, but we don't need all this, right? So if you're going to send a capability statement to a customer, you want to make sure that you at least take some NAICS codes off, because that customer, they have one mission and one objective and one goal needs to be met, right? So if that company is interested in facilities management and you have NAICS codes that you do accounting services, just remove the accounting services, because they don't really care about that. They just care about their janitorial services, the snow being removed, right? They don't care about accounting. So you got to be very careful when you're shopping around your company via your capability statement. Now we're going to write down some past performances, right? So always make sure you got your client name, right? So we're going to say Department of Labor. Okay, location was Washington, D.C. All right. the place, period of performance was started the company in June 2022. All right, we can put present. And then, scope of work was provided janitorial services to 3 federal facilities. Cleaning over 20,000 square feet of commercial office space. Okay, just something quick and easy, right? But if you want to add more, not more fluff, but way more detail so they can see exactly what you did for that, then you definitely can put that in. Okay, now if you want to put the dollar amount, you could, but if you put your dollar amount out there, how much the contract was, then other competitors can probably pick that information up. If you want to put like a point of contact, you can put a contract number if you're doing business with the government or if you have one. You can add those different things, right? But just keep it very, very simple because they can see, oh, here's the client, the location, you did it for 2 years, here's the scope of services, right? Because they may just want to see that very brief information, right? Because remember, this is your business resume. They may just want to scan through it. Okay, so typically you can put up to 3 or 5 past performances. I just put 2, just to keep this as a 1-pager. All right, just a simple capability statement. All right, so we're going to pick a client name. Let's pick a commercial, right? So everybody know Coca-Cola. Okay, so we'll put Coca-Cola Inc. Okay, location Atlanta. Dang, I can't spell. Atlanta, Georgia. All right, period of performance was, let's say, August 2022, but we're going to say January 2023. And the scope of work was, and we're going to say some construction stuff, right? Install new marble floors for the executive suite of the headquarters building. And then this is how you keep it going, right? Headquarters building. Replaced over 30,000 square feet of old flooring that consisted of carpet materials. All right. Used a 6-man team to conduct the work. Completed the work under budget in 30 days before scheduled completion. Or let's just say schedule to keep it on 1 page. Boom. Okay, so a little bit more detail, right? Just a little bit more detail, but I'm pretty sure they'll, get to see, wow, okay, great. That's awesome that they were able to do that under budget in less than 30 days, right? All right, perfect. So past performance is done. Okay, so let's clean it up a little bit. My little OCD-ness, attention to detail, make it look beautiful. All right, got to kick in a little bit. Okay, so we got past performance. Okay, so they can see that, okay, so they're actually doing this out in the field. Okay, so company just got started, but okay, right? Now, if they want to do business with you, they want to pick you, then what they'll do is that they'll request to say, hey, we need your references, contact information, name, phone number, email, etc. Right? But this is just a good way to get started, okay? All right, so let's do some, let's get your office number, right? So we'll go DC, right? 865-47410. Okay, write down it. Okay, fax number, same thing. Okay, yes, people still need fax numbers. I know, right? Email address. We're going to go win@abcllc.com. Right. And then the address is www.abcllc.com. Right. So now they got to get in contact, right? So now if they got questions, they can call your phone number. Right. If they want to fax you something, which still a thing. Okay. Your email address, if they email you for questions, because some people just don't like the phone. And then if they want to check out a little bit more about your company, they'll go to your website. All right. So we just created a one-page, very simple and easy capability statement, y'all. This is so simple and easy. Very simple and easy, all right? Very simple and easy. As you see here, it took us less than 10 minutes to do just a basic one, right? So now if you want to clean it up and you want to add some cool stuff to it, then guess what? You can do that, right? You can do that. And boom, we're done. Simple and easy capability statement. Isn't that awesome? Right? Simple and easy capability statement. Now, if you want to see what a capability statement can look like once you get to a level of building it, I'm going to show you something, right? I'm going to show you the 15,000 version of what I've done in my company, Black Fox's capability statement. Okay, so boom, we broke it down, program management, healthcare, but this is over almost 5 years of building this company up to where now, we're doing some amazing things out there, winning $1 million of contracts, but you can see here, company information, contact information up here, brief description of the company, right? Core areas are broken down in the type of professional services that we provide, our NAICS codes, with a small description of what we do. Over here, we have our small business certifications and our awards that we have. And then the year we were founded, website, we have a DCA compliant system, our certifications, once again, small business programs, our awards. I mean, you have everything in just a slew of past performance because I wanted to keep it as a one-pager so that way they can see their 8A, they have all these different past performance. And when you think about it, it all started from developing just a basic capability statement. And it was able to grow from there because you can soup it up and make it look cool and add some great things to it. So I hope and pray and wish that this was so simple and easy for you to draft your first capability statement, right? It's not fair to you to pay somebody $1,000 just to create you a one-pager when you can simply do it yourself, right? Y'all take care. Follow me on IG. I drop a lot of free game there. Make sure you go to Win at GovCon Blueprint to learn about a lot of my products and services when it comes to the education and training. If you want to learn more about my company, Black Fox, please go to www.blackfoxgroup.com. My mentorship and partnership program is off the chain. We have a great community of resources that we're pulling together to allow people to win government contracts extremely fast and extremely efficient. So once again, I am Fox Wade. Peace.